Hi guys, welcome to Stride once again. So in the previous class we did the problems related to linear equation one variable which were most probably related to numbers. Now we are further moving on to the problem. Every type of problem we will take at least one problem of all the types. Okay. Now first coming on to the problem with the related to the ages. Now in ages always keep it in mind that age can never be zero or in negative. Okay, so if somewhere your answer is coming in negative, that means somewhere you have gone, somewhere something is wrong. And second thing, always when there are two persons whose ages are compared, then always take the person with the less age as x. Then it avoids a kind of problem being complicated. That means your answer does not go, your equation does not go in fraction. Okay, so yes, starting with the problem. A man's age is 3 times that of his son. In 12 years, he will be twice as old as his son would be at that time. What are their present ages? Now, first thing, two person are here, man and his son. So as I said take the younger person as x. So I will take son as x. So let us suppose that let son's age is equal to x years. Always write the unit here, x years. Okay. Now, and it is given the man's age is 3 times that of his son. So what will be the man's age? Man's age will be, therefore man's age is equal to, yes, is equal to 3x years. Okay. Now what is given, as per question we are given that after 12 years their age is compared now. Okay, so now let us calculate that after 12 years what will be their ages. So after 12 years, son's age is equal to, that will be x plus 12, so x plus 12 years. Okay, and man's age is equal to, man's age is equal to 3x plus 12. Okay. Now what will be the comparison at that time? At that time the man will be twice as old as his son. So whatever is his son's age, if we multiply 2 to it, we will get father's age. Okay. So as per question, what will be our equation? As per question, if we multiply the son's age x plus 12 to 2, what do we get? We get the father's age. So our equation is twice of the son's age is equal to father's age after 12 years. Okay. Now simplifying it, 2x plus 24 is equal to 3x plus 12. Bringing the like terms on the same side, that means 3x will bring it, 24 will take there, or we can do the opposite thing also. We can take 2x also there and bring 12 there. Let us do like that. We will take 12 on this side. 24 minus 12 is equal to 3x minus 2x. So what do we get? 24 minus 12 is equal to 12 is equal to x. So what is x? The son's age. So and what is the father's age? 3x. So x is equal to 12, and what will be 3x? 3x is equal to 3 into 12, and that is 36. So son's age will be, yes, son's age is equal to 12 years, and man's age is equal to, man's or father's, whatever is given in the question, write accordingly. So man's age is equal to 36 years. Okay, that is the answer. That was answer of the question that was asked. Now let's see the next problem. So the next problem goes like this. A man completed a trip of 136 km in 8 hours. Okay. Now here we are having the distance and the time. So obviously it is understood that somewhere we will have to use the concept of distance is equal to speed into time, or time is equal to distance upon speed. Either of the formula we will be required to use here. Some part of the trip was covered at 15 km per hour and remaining part at 18 km per hour. So the speed was changing. Previously it was 15 km per hour, then it was 18 km per hour. Find the part of the trip covered at 18 km per hour. So we are supposed to find out the distance which was covered at the speed of 18 km per hour. Now, first of all, the total time is given to us and the total distance is given to us. Okay, so here time is given to us, total time is given. So here somewhere we can use the formula of time, because total time we can find out that taking the distance that was covered at 18 km per hour as 8, because previously in the previous video I already told you that whatever is asked in the question, that we should take as x and then start with the problem. So here we are asked the distance covered at 18 km per hour. So let us suppose it as, let the distance covered at 18 km per hour is equal to x kilometers. Okay, now therefore the other distance, total distance is 136 kilometers. So therefore the distance covered at 15 km per hour is 136 minus x kilometer. Okay, now total time is given as 8 hours. So whatever time, now time is equal to distance upon speed. So whatever time is taken in covering this distance and whatever time is taken in covering this distance, the total time will be equal to 8 hours. Okay, so what will we do? That we will form the equation like that only, that we will take time is equal to distance upon speed. So taking the formula time is equal to distance upon speed. What do we get? Time taken in the first at the first speed. So time taken at the first speed is equal to time taken, or we should write here only time taken at 18 km per hour is equal to, what is the distance we have supposed? X kilometers. So x upon 18 hours. Okay, and at 15 km per hour, that will be equal to, now what is the distance there? 136 minus x upon 15. Okay, that much time. Now this time plus this time will give us 8 hours. Okay, so our equation goes like this: as per question, x upon 18 plus 136 minus x upon 15 is equal to 8. Got it? Now when the equation is formed, then that means the question is half solved. Now taking the LCM here, LCM of 18 and 15 is 90. So taking the LCM here, 90. So 18 into 18, 5 sides 90. So here we get 5x plus, now 15 into 6 is equal to 90. So 15 6 are 90. So we are supposed to multiply this whole thing by 6. So 6 6 are 36, 6 3 are 18, 19, 20, 21 and 9 6 1 are 6, 7 8. So 816 minus what else we are supposed to multiply here? 6 6. Okay. So 15 6 is 90. So we have multiplied the numerator also with the 90. Now this 90 will be cross multiplied here, and 5x minus 6x will give us minus x. Okay, and this 118 will go on the other side in the next step. So 816 is equal to 8 9s are 72, 720. Now x is equal to 720 minus x is equal to 720 minus 816. Now the answer will be in negative. Minus x is equal to 6 minus 0 gives us 6, and here 9. Minus 96. Minus and minus sign are common on both the sides. We will multiply the whole equation by minus 1. So what do we get? X is equal to 96. Therefore distance covered at 18 km per hour is equal to 96 kilometers. Okay, is that clear? Now let's see the next question. Yes, so let's come to the next question. Now this is related to the dimensions of a rectangle. Now let's see the question. The length of a rectangular plot exceeds its breadth by 5 meters. Now the hint is given to us. One of it, if we take x, then the other, that means obviously we will take the breadth as x. So what will be the length? It will be x plus 5. Now if we take length as x, then breadth will be x minus 5. Okay. If the perimeter of the plot is 142 meters, find the dimensions of the plot. Now we should know the this thing, formula of the perimeter of a rectangle, that is 2l plus b. So the same we will use here. So let us suppose first, let the, here length is given, so let us suppose length. Okay, so let the length of the plot is equal to x meters. Okay, therefore breadth is equal to of the plot is equal to x minus 5. Okay, now what is given, what else is given? The perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 142 meters. Now as per the same formula of perimeter is, perimeter is equal to 2l plus b. So now as per question, we will put in this formula, we will put both these values. Okay, so perimeter as per question, as per question 142 is equal to 2 into x plus x minus 5. Okay, length and breadth. Okay, 2l plus b. Now 142 is equal to, we can directly divide this 2 here. Okay, so 142 upon 2 is equal to, now x plus x gives us 2x minus 5. So here we get 71. Okay, is equal to 2x minus 5. Okay, so bringing this 5 on this side, because it is a like term with 71, 71 plus 5 is equal to 2x. So 71 plus 5 gives us 76 is equal to 2x. So x is equal to 76 upon 2 and x is therefore equal to 38. Okay, so that is the length, and what will be x minus 5? That will be equal to 38 minus 5 and that is equal to 33. So what do we get? Length is equal to, yes, length is equal to 38 meters and breadth is equal to 33 meters. You can check the answer. 38 plus 33 gives us 71 and 71 twice of 71 is 142. So the answer is correct. We can check it here itself. Okay. Now let's see the next problem. Yes. Now we are supposed to find a number. It's a different question now. A number is there which has got 2 digits. In the previous video we had watched the solved a question in which we are supposed to find 2 consecutive numbers of odd numbers. Here we are supposed to find out a number which has 2 digits. Now understanding the concept of 2 digits. First of all, 2 digits are there and it has a particular sum. Second is when we suppose we are taking a number 27. Okay, 27 is there in the question, so we are taking 27. So when we interchange the digits, then the number form will be 72. Okay, so somewhere the relation is given such that the number always, that is new number that is formed by interchanging the digits. Okay, so you should understand that if one number is 27, then the next number will be 72. Now next thing is, when we talk about the number, how is it formed? Okay, so if I take the example of 27 itself, then how is it formed? 2 into 10, okay, plus 7. That means the number at the tens place is always multiplied by 10 and is added to the number at the units place. That is how a number is formed, because the unit place number is only at the place of unit. That means it is single digit, and that tens place number is in tens. That means its actual value means place value. Its place value is 20. So how it is formed? 2 into 10 plus 7. So always remember that the number is formed by multiplying the tens place digit by 10 and adding the units place digit. Okay. Now here, reading the question. A number has 2 digits whose sum is 9. Okay. Now as I gave you the example of 2-digit number. Okay. So here first we have to suppose that what will be the digit at the units place and what will be the digit at the tens place. So let us suppose first that let the units place digit is equal to x. Okay. Now the sum is 9. Therefore the tens place digit is equal to 9 minus x, because the sum is 9. Okay. Now what will be the number formed? Number, we can say the required number. Therefore required number is equal to tens place digit is 9 minus x, so we will multiply it to 10. 10 into 9 minus x plus the units place digit. Okay, that is the required number. Now let's see the let's read the question further. If 27 is added to the number, its digits get interchanged. Okay, 27. Now first of all we will find out how the number is formed when the digits are interchanged. So number formed by interchanging the digits. Interchanging the digits. So what will be the number? Now previously we multiplied 9 minus x to 10. Now if the digits are interchanged, then this x will be the tens place digit and 9 minus x will be the units place digit. Okay, so this will be at tens place, so you will multiply 10 to x. Okay, and then you will add 9 minus x. Understood all of them? Now see, previously we multiplied 9 minus x to 10 because it was at tens place. Now since the digits are interchanged, so it has come to units place now, and this x has come to the tens place. So 10 into x plus 9 minus x. That is the number formed by interchanging the digits. Okay. Now as per the equation, what is given to us, that if to this number 27 is added, then we get this number. So that will be our equation. So as per question, required number plus 27 is equal to number formed by interchanging digits. Interchanging digits. Okay. Now, so to this number, we can further simplify this number also. Here itself we can simplify. 10 into 9 gives us 90. 90. 10 into x gives us minus 10x and plus x. Okay. So what will be the required number here? It will be 9. These two are like terms, so 90 minus 9x. Okay. This also we can simplify further. So 10x plus 9 and minus x. So 10x minus x gives us 9x. So that will be equal to 9x and plus 9. Okay. So these two are the numbers. Now required number plus 27. Which is the required number? 90 minus 9x. Okay. Plus 27 is equal to, what will be the next number that is formed? 9x plus 9. Okay. Now solving this equation, bringing the like terms on the same side. So 90 plus 27 are like terms, and 9 here, we will bring this 9 here, and this 9x will take on the other side. So 90 plus 27 minus 9 is equal to 9x plus 9x. Okay. So what do we get here? 27 minus 9 gives us 18. And here 90 plus 18 will give us 108. 108 is equal to 18x. So x is equal to 108 divided by 18. So how much do we get? 108 divided by 18, we get 6. So x is equal to 6. And what will be 9 minus x? 9 minus x is equal to 9 minus 6, that is equal to 3. So required number, how do we form the required number? Required number is equal to 10 into 9 minus x. 10 into 9 minus x, it was written here. So 10 into 9 minus x plus x. So 10 into 3 plus 6, that will give us 36. So that is our answer. The required number is 36. We can also add 27 to it. If you add 27 to it, what will happen? We will get the answer as 63. So the solution is also checked there itself. Okay. Now let's see the next question. So the last problem of our today's video, and that is related to the denominations of the notes. We are having notes of 2 rupee note, 1 rupee note, 5 rupee note, 10 rupee note. It is related to the same. A sum of rupees 500 is in the form of denominations of rupees 5 and rupees 10 note. Whenever we make a payment, it is not necessary that all the currency will be of same denomination. They will be of different denominations. So the same question is related to the same thing. that few notes are of 5 rupees and few are of rupees 10. If the total number of notes is 90, so the total number of notes is 90 and total amount is rupees 500. Find the number of notes of each type. Now if I say that I have given 5 rupees note, then that will make equal to 25. Okay, so total number of notes is 90, we know that. Okay, now what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to find out that how many 5 rupees note were there and how many 10 rupees note were there. So if we multiply 5 to a particular number, that will give us the total amount that was in 5 rupees note, and if we will multiply this 10 also to a other number, then we will get the amount that is paid in rupees 10 notes. So we are supposed to find of each type. So let us take the number of notes of rupees 5 is equal to x, and we know that total number of notes are 90. So total number of notes of rupees 10 will be equal to 90 minus x. So let us suppose that first. Let notes of rupees 5 is equal to x. Okay. Let number of notes we can write. Let number of notes of rupees 5 is equal to x. Therefore, number of notes of rupees 10 is equal to 90 minus x. Okay. Now, if we want to know the amount of rupees 5 note, then what we will do? 5 into x. That, as I gave you the example in the beginning, that if I want to know the amount, total amount paid in that denomination of notes, and I will just multiply the number of notes to the amount of denomination. So what I will do here is amount that is paid in rupees 5 note, I will multiply to x and I will get the amount paid in rupees 5 notes. So doing the same here, as per the question, the total amount is rupees 500. So total amount is equal to rupees 500. Now as per question, amount paid in rupees 5 denomination is equal to 5x. Okay, and plus the amount paid in rupees 10 denomination is 10 into 90 minus x. Okay, and the total amount paid is equal to 500. So that is the equation formed. Now here 5x, open the bracket, 10 into 90 gives us 900, 10 into x gives us minus 10x is equal to 500. Now these two are like terms and these two are like terms. So what will I do? I will take this 900 on the other side and the sign will change. 5x minus 5x minus 10x is equal to 500 minus 900. So here I get minus 5x is equal to minus 400. Now since both the sides we are having negative sign, so we multiply it by minus 1. So the minus sign cancels and we get x is equal to 400 upon 5, that is equal to 80. Okay, so 5 rupees denomination notes are equal to 80, and the next we want is 90 minus x. So 90 minus x will be equal to 90 minus 80, that is equal to 10. So how many rupees 5 notes are there? Rupees 5 notes are 80 in number and rupees 10 notes are 10 in number. Okay, so that is our answer. Now with that we finish our today's lesson, and we have done all the types of problems that generally come in linear equation in one variable, related to age, related to the types of nodes, related to the distance, time, distance and speed, and few questions are also given in for practice in the link for which is in the description box. You can practice it. If any problem, then you can mention in the comment box, but do not forget to subscribe for the channel and like for the channel. Okay, thank you.